Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. I did a video of Chris Farley coming in doing his motivational speaker. That's how I feel today because it's Monday and I get to go back to work after 2 weeks finally. Thank goodness. Man, it's been too long. So I got asked a question about a to-do list. What about to-do lists and where does that go in this whole system? And that's a really good question. To-do lists are great, and every one of these systems has a place where you can capture the things that you need to do. And mine is actually at the end. I didn't even show you that, but it's got a place where when something pops into my head, and I'm like, oh, I got to do that, I can throw it in that area. And it's good to have one place where you capture all of those things that you need to get done. The thing about to-do lists that you got to be careful of is you can have a long list, and if you start putting together a to-do list, believe me, you're going to have a huge list because there's always a million things that need to be done. But you can have a long list, and you can check a million things off that list, and number one, never get any closer to your goals, and number two, never really feel fulfilled in life. So, and Tony Robbins talks about the science of achievement versus the art of fulfillment, meaning that if you want to achieve any result, that's a science and there's a system for it. So if you want to be wealthy, if you want to lose weight, if you want to be in great shape, if you want to be a bodybuilder as opposed to a triathlete, if you want to run a marathon, there's a system. If you want to publish a book and be a successful author, there's a system for everything. And you can find YouTube videos and stuff that'll help you with everything. But the art of fulfillment is different because you can achieve lots of results and still not be fulfilled. Now that's a little bit kind of like a next level from what's the importance of thinking about a to-do list. Stephen Covey, in his 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, when he talks about to-do lists, he talks about putting first things first. And so what you do there is you take your roles. So I'm a lawyer, I'm a husband, I'm a father, and then you take your goals in each one of those roles. So you go through each role and say, okay, my goal is this, my goal is that. And then the first thing you do each Sunday is you schedule for the week all of the things that you need to do in order to achieve those goals. So you put first things first. So you go through and you're like, okay, so if my goal is I want to be a certain level of health, then I'm going to schedule all of my workouts. And that's going to happen before anything else. And if my goal is that I'm going to do X, Y, and Z at work this week, then I schedule my time in order to do that. And that happens before everything else. Putting first things first. The importance of all of that is to make sure that you're working towards your goals. In Tony World, and maybe tomorrow what I'll do is I'll go over the 4 steps to achieving any outcome. But in Tony World, we call it sensory acuity, being acutely sensitive to whether or not you're actually heading towards your goal. Remember that airplane going to Hawaii? They're always checking to make sure that they're going right towards the right place. So you need a to-do list in that you want to capture everything that you need to do, but you make sure you do the things that you need to do in order to accomplish your goals. You put first things first. At the end of the day, we need to remember this. You want to design your own plan. You don't want to become part of somebody else's design for theirs. All right, it's Monday. Let's go. Everybody go have a great day.